Happy New Year everyone, and welcome back. I've laid this Raking zoysia 3 years ago and I've been documenting my travels ever since. So basically in this video, we're going to touch back on the levels of the lawn. Now, the levels of the lawn were disrupted a couple of years ago when I did a heavy top dress. In that top dress, I basically suffocated the lawn, and in trying to rectify or save the lawn, I've come through with a rake and like a vacuum blower to try to suck out a lot of the sand to salvage it. Long story short, it obviously survived, but ever since then the levels haven't been perfect. Each season I have done a top dress, and theoretically the levels should be perfect had I not nearly killed the lawn. So basically that's what I'm doing in this video. We're going to touch on basically giving it another mini scalp, and going to cover some grass, weeds that have come through, and how I've had to actually dig them out and pull them out by hand as opposed to using a chemical, aka glyphosate, in treating them, of which I've done both. I've gone to hand pull the weed out the grass type this time around, and what that's done is that's left a bit of a crater and a hole in the lawn, and we've had to top dress that. So let's get stuck into the video now. Right, so first things first, we're going to basically do all the normal mowing first. So we'll do the edging first, tidy it all up, blow it all off, make sure there's no debris on the lawn. It's going to get caught in the reel to bed knife and blunt it up. So that's obviously something that you got to do in this, whenever you're mowing. Just want to avoid anything that's on the lawn that could possibly get caught up in that bed knife and blade. The lawn is quite long, so I'm really taking a significant amount off. Yeah, it's very thick and lush at the moment. So we're going to be attacking it quite a lot. Like, I want to say it's 35, maybe, 35, 40 mil in places, which is, it's crazy when it should be around the 15 mil mark, 15, 16 mil mark. So basically, this is all trial and error for me. I've watched a lot of other YouTube videos and learned a lot from them, being Lawn Tips and the Aussie Lawn. So basically, I sort of follow their guide, their rule. But for me, what I have learned is you never go heavy on the top dress on Raking zoysia. So we're going to have a bit of a play with this. We're going to sort of push the boundaries as much as we can and see how we go. And that's really the purpose of this video. It's just testing what our limits are. I've gone past that, and I know what the limit is. I've done it once, so I'm going to step back from that and see if I can go as close as I can, because essentially I want to utilize this season because the weather up here is absolutely fantastic. We're getting periods of heavy rain, and now we're probably going into 10 days straight of 30 plus degrees, sunny days, no clouds. So it's ideal growing conditions. So let's get into it, and basically I'll just show you the progress as I do it and document and see how I go. So I'm not going to lie, just doing the edging now, you can already see how how the difference is in the length in the lawn, and two, this lawn is in absolutely mint condition, and it is thick as thick can be. So I think I've realized that I can't simply just drop the height of cut here and expect to just do a massive top dress. Like, I'm going to run into some issues here. So I think I'm going to have to do this gradually. So I'm not going to just, go from 35, 40 mil and then just drop it down to 10 mil or whatever, and then just dump some sand on it and hope that, yay, like I'm doing everything perfect. I've learnt from my previous mistakes. Because if I did that, I reckon I won't be happy. It'll be another 4 or 5 weeks until it comes good again, and then at the end of January, and then I get February, March of a good lawn, and then I'm back to winter and hating life. So basically, I think what I'm going to do today is I'm going to give it a lower cut and just reassess how the lawn looks and handles it, and whether I need to actually run the scarifier through it slightly, or maybe not a scarifier, but a dethatch. So yeah, I'm just going to edit this video as I go and just see where I land. But right now, as I'm talking, I'm not diving straight into this top dress today. I think we might gradually go with it. So something that I do want to touch on is if you look at the time of day, I have no idea what time it is. It might be 6 o'clock. Sun's going down. It's cooler. If you can, perfect time to mow the lawn. It's not hot. It's not going to burn the blades. The lawn's not under stress. It's just, yeah, ideal cutting conditions for both the lawn and for you. All right, so the mower's set at 15 mil, which it has been for the last month or so. Seeing as the lawn is actually so thick, who cares? Let's drop it down. We'll drop it down to 12 mil and we'll see what it does. Alrighty, it's 6:30. The lawn is done. I haven't mowed it this low since last season. The plan this season was to always be at a 15 to 18 mil height, just to get that nice green leaf coverage, just to make it look nice and like neat, but always green. Last season I was always chasing that like kind of golf green, bowling green look. And yeah, we're back to that, and oh my Lord. Just check it out. It's a little bit scalped in this section, which is fine, and a few other spots, but otherwise, like, it is looking absolutely pristine. I think my next step from here will be to give it a bit of a dethatch, just to, well, basically what the lawn needs is, it's so thick, yeah, it needs a dethatch, just to allow for when I come through again with an even lower mow, just to allow us to do a bit of a top dress so the sand gets down to where it needs to be. Because right now, if I was to top dress, it's not going to get down. Like right now, it is just thick and dense. So yeah. All right, well, call me crazy, but we're here, we're gonna do some scalping. I got the mower down to roughly 10 mil. The previous cut a couple of days ago was at 12. It was a huge chunk taken off at that particular point. Had some incredibly hot days here, and I probably haven't given it enough water over the last, I think, 3 days, and it's drying out in spots. So this is it's gonna hurt it a bit. I think I've lost my mind. But I really, really want this lawn to be level. So let's just do it. Everything's just practice trial. I guess we'll just, we'll see how the lawn goes. But number one thing is water. I'm going to have to keep the water up to it every single day. Like with any new lawn, 3 times a day, that's basically what I'm going to be doing. I haven't heeded my own advice. I'm actually doing this at about 1:30 p.m. In the middle of the day. It's hot. It's about 30 degrees here today. But anyway, let's just get stuck into it, and yeah, just fingers crossed. Well, took a lot off. A lot. Anyway, that's what you have to do when you scalp, so let's go and have a look at it. So yeah, that's a scalp. So basically, I've got 2 bags of top dress sand. So we'll see how far that goes. Get this done and dusted. But actually, before I do that, look what I want to show you. Got some granular fertilizer. I'm going to actually throw that down now before I top dress. It had some granular fert about 4 weeks ago. This particular one's every 6 to 8 weeks, so we're a bit early, but I just figured we'll do it just to give it a bit of a helping hand, a bit of a boost. Once all the sand's on, I'm going to put down some Plant Doctor Seaweed Secrets, again, just to help this lawn get through this. I think the next 3 to 4 weeks are going to be paramount. Hopefully we get some mad storms. Nothing brewing out there yet, but fingers crossed Mother Nature helps me along. Oh, let's keep going. That's a lot of top dress. All right, let's rake it in. Okay, so I'm very aware that I've done a heavy top dress. Just like 2 years ago, I may not have learnt my lesson. The only point of difference in the original time was I did it at the end of March, whereas we're at essentially the start of January. So I've got some growing weather up my sleeve. So everyone knows Zoysia, Sir Grange Zoysia specifically hates a heavy top dress. I would consider this a heavy top dress. So anyway, that's the point of this channel. I'm pushing the boundaries. Come along for the ride and see how it turns out. Alrighty, so we're at day 12 since I gave it the scalp and the top dress, and the lawn's bounced back very fast. I'm very, very, very impressed with the recovery. Let's have a look at that now. So I give another shout out to Brisbane Cylinder Mower Specialist for making this bed knife buddy, which I've purchased. It's been very handy, does the job. I'm very impressed with it. Yeah, let's use it now. 17 days. 17 days is all it took for the lawn to get back to this quality. I'm happy. I'm very, very, very happy. I think I found the sweet spot for how much top dress goes down on a zoysia. Noted that it is the 3rd year that since it's been established, and it's obviously going to recover a lot quicker than it would have in its 1st year, which I've discovered. So yeah, so for anyone that's following along or has Sergrain zoysia, or any zoysia variety for that matter, just know that as each year progresses, the lawn is going to it's just going to be hardier, it's going to be tougher, it's going to recover quicker from whatever's thrown at it, whether that be, you know, pests, a fungal disease, you know, or just a scalp top dress lawn renovation. So yeah, very, very stoked with that. On that note, I'm going to go inside because there is some monster storms building up all around me. So I might put some footage up of that and wrap the video up there. All right guys, thank you.